My name is Tina Akuafor, and I'm a junior here at Shaw University, and I'm a mass communications major.
This year's homecoming was said to be one of the most eventful ones, meaning we actually had events that were successful. So I understand you went to the Hip Hop Summit
Yeah, I did.
and you also participated in it. So I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions about how you felt about the overall event.
No problem.
What was your biggest highlight of the Hip Hop Summit?
My biggest highlight will definitely have to be when the legendary MC Light graced us with her presence here at Shaw University. Her words of encouragement and words of wisdom of her being in the industry and enlightening us as Shaw University students pretty much helped teach us about self-growth, self-positivity and motivation in order to look at things in a different perspective. And me personally, as a mass comm student, it opened up a wider horizon because me being that I'm in this transitional stage from my growing years to my real world years, pretty much going into the real world, it pretty much gave a good push of understanding that continue on my drive and to continue. So her being here really helped me to better know what I wanted to do within my life.
Was there anything particular that she said that made you, anything that she said that stood out to you?
One thing that MC Light did say that stood out to me was shine your light. And what I took in that, my own interpretation of shine your light, is be the change that you want to see in this world and be the best of who you can be. She stated that even in her years in this industry of being here, that it necessarily didn't just pop off when she was around our ages, that it took time and it took a process for it to grow.
As far as the downfall of the Hip Hop Summit, what do you think was the biggest downfall of it?
The biggest downfall is that I feel like my peers as Shaw Bears didn't really receive the message that was being given. I feel like the fact that her coming here and gracing us was an opportunity for other students to understand that you have the ability to change the world. You have the ability to do better for yourself, and don't get caught up in the distractions that is being placed in front of you, and to order and to better push yourself, be your self-motivation, be your self-drive, because she pretty much stated that. And all the other artists who came, as far as Chris Martin, who came from Kid and Play, we had local radio host Brian Dawson come, and all these different people in places where, as even African Americans, they felt that we wouldn't be able to be placed here, and that people are intimidated to see us in places like that. So I felt that these people coming here and sharing their light and speaking with us and letting us know at their level what it takes for us to get there, I feel like it's keynotes that we have to take in reference to our own lives, receive them, and absorb it. Like at this time in our lives, we have to be sponges and absorb all the information that's been given to us. But at the same time, it's just like, okay, are you really receiving it, or are you just listening? There's difference from listening but then actually receiving the message. So I just felt like a lot of people didn't really receive the true message that was being given in that summit. But yeah.
So I definitely understand when you said they didn't receive it, but why do you feel like that? Do you feel like it's because they're distracted on the things that go on right now? Like they're more focused on things that are not helping them actually get to there?
Of course. I believe that with that, them not receiving it, you can still see in a demonstration on how they live their everyday lives now. As college students, I understand this, we're in a time now we're supposed to enjoy, but at the same time, we have to be focused on ourselves to set a better future for ourselves, because in this life of existing, we have to be living. And if you're living in a way of trying to be like your next person or like the next peer, and you're being caught up in trying to look like an artist who has been there, done that, or had a different leap of faith than you, and you're trying so hard to portray an image that you're not, I feel like nowadays college students are using funds and things like that to portray an image of who they're not. They're forgetting to be themselves. And with that, these people came to enlighten us that you have to be who you are. You have to figure out who you are, be one with who you are, accept it. And I feel like this summit was placed to help open a discussion of understanding, like, it's knowing yourself. being yourself. And it took people who have been in this industry for years upon years, past, when I was born, to help let you know, to inform you. It's like your parents telling you, I've been your age, you've never been my age. So I could tell you what I've seen. It might be different time periods, but things always, it's a cycle of life. So at the same time, they're not taking in this information and receiving it and actually applying it to their everyday lives. They might listen and like, oh, okay, yeah, that was cool or whatever. But hey, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like they're not really, it doesn't really pertain to them, or they're not really taking it in.
Do you feel like the panel in general broke down their message to a level that the students were able to even try to receive it? Do you feel like they were on the same level?
Yeah, I feel like it was relatable because, like Christopher Martin said, he explained how hip hop became what it is today. He explained that it was about the hunger of being successful. It's about that appetite. It's about that drive. And in a time now where
Would you like to see another hip hop summit take place at Shaw University?
I would love to see another hip hop summit take place, because I feel that as if we get different artists, we're getting different perspectives, and we're getting different people to elaborate on the message of, we are the future of this generation. We are the trendsetters. We are the groundbreakers, and we are the new leaf of this modern world of digital media convergence in this new transitional area. So at the end of the day, I feel like we are the ones who have to be ready and be the same ones to pave a way for the generations that are following behind us.